Are you doing the introduction for this update or what?
No, you do. I'm a good introductions, mate.
All right, and we're back for this Move Sweat and Suffer update catch-up session. Lee Hazard and I, co-founders, Lee Hazard and Joe Hotai. So good to see you, brother. How you been?
Yeah, I've been really good. Thanks very much. Just got over my third cold in a month.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's where we want to start. It's with your weak immune system. It seems to be you keep getting these colds and flus, mate. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a theory that we people that live in the top of the northern hemisphere have got sturdy immune systems. However, seem to be the exception to the rule. I
Yes.
just, to be honest with you, it's my daughter's at nursery and she comes back like they are just like petri dishes of all sorts of colds and
Viruses. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
she keeps coming back and every time I see her with a runny nose, I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm probably like my immune system is sturdy enough to like handle whatever she's got, and it never is. She gives me some new cold. And they're always different. They're always different. They've always got wee different symptoms. It's actually really interesting.
It's funny because I could see even in your videos when it's knocking you around and you're talking, it's like, oh, I'm just getting over this cold. How's your wife been? How's your wife been coping with it all?
She's got a better immune system than me, and she doesn't as moan as much as me. Like my wife is better, like with stuff like that. She just handles the cold, whereas I walk about moaning about it all day.
It's hard, guys. Okay, so it's not a. So it's imagine if you had man flu. Then imagine if you ended up getting man flu.
Mate, I've had the flu. Like I had the flu once, and I think I was about to die when I had it. I think I was close to death. No, seriously, I do think I was close to death.
Is that right? Oh hell! How's the? You must be. You're probably getting. You probably be all right with all these different. What's there's a new coronavirus out now. You probably be all right with the amount of colds you've had back to back to back so far.
I've probably caught about 5 of these coronaviruses. Every new
Well,
strain's coming for me. Don't tell anybody though.
yeah, that's it.
They're saying the new one's for Africa, but well,
Patient zero. You'd be patient zero, mate.
yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
did you see Busy Dad scenery? Did you see their videos?
Do you know what? I did actually see it, and I had completely forgot what I'd said in that catch up until obviously the busy dad had reminded me
I did it.
of
Yeah.
what I said. So obviously they took that to heart. Although it wasn't aimed at anyone in particular, it was just a generalisation, maybe a bit of jealousy on my part that I've all these tropical surroundings. These guys are in San Diego in California, and it's sun-kissed like scenery,
Well, what have
whereas
you
I'm
got?
struggling. I've got the top of a staircase.
Why don't you head out to one of your mountains or
Did
a
you? Do you know?
castle? Head out to a castle.
Do you know what? Right, my wife has always given me input with regards to my channel. She's always got these great ideas,
Yeah.
and she has told me, she says, you need to go up a mountain and do burpees.
In your kilt.
And I thought that's a great idea. I
Yeah.
thought actually, what if I got in touch with James Bruce and we did like burpees on top of Ben Nevis or something like that?
Imagine that. You guys
That would
should.
be. I thought, do you know what? That's a great idea. That's something that I've been toying around with my idea. But where is James Bruce? You hardly
Yeah.
see him. He's very, very
Yeah.
like sporadic.
Yeah. But you know what I was going to say? You, though, you'll probably end up with another flu straight after you finish. You get up on the wee mountain, do your burpees, and Jay's like, oh, sorry, mate, I'm crook now for the
Aye,
next week.
to go up Ben Nevis for me would probably be a big ask. I mean, imagine James Bruce would probably run up it. But, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
who knows? Maybe it might be good for the immune system with that sort of cold shock therapy that a lot of these guys seem to
Do some
talk
Wim
about.
Hof. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Wim Hof. Are you a Wim
Get
Hof
some
guy,
Wim
by
Hof.
the way?
No, no, I haven't. I haven't spent a lot of time looking into it. I find it interesting what he does, but I've just been too busy to spend any decent amount of time looking into it.
Yeah, I've got a few friends that like they'll post things on Instagram and you'll see them sitting in ice baths outside their house and like I
Yeah.
take my hat off to them, but nah, no for me, no for me.
No thanks. Hey, so what you need to be mindful of is that the community is going to be waiting for your burpees done in a toilet cubicle.
That'll happen one day. But could you imagine being outside that toilet cubicle and listening to that? It would be like George Michael or something like that. Remember that?
Oh no, what's that?
Remember to get caught in a toilet, like propositioning some guy or whatever,
Oh
like
right, no,
years
I
ago.
didn't. I didn't know about that.
I'd
No.
probably have the police standing outside waiting to arrest me. Coming into cubicles like, no, it was burpees, honest, it was burpees.
Crack up. So anyway, that's that piece. I was going to ask. We were going to touch on discoveries, the discoveries that you think you've made, but actually I made them all.
Well, Joe, that's impossible because my biggest discovery was you. You can't discover
But
yourself.
but remember, I let you discover me just because I'd already discovered you.
No, I discovered you because I left a comment in your channel and you were obviously starstruck.
No, but I let
Which
you leave a comment on my channel.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise you had that power in YouTube.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
must utilise that function myself.
Well, you when you've been around as long as I have, then you probably won't be able to utilize that yet.
Well,
Hey,
sorry.
no, I was going to say on that, you're see because I discovered you and have created this with you, we've created this together. That's
Yeah.
why your subscriptions have started to go up now. See?
Oh, right, really?
Yeah. So
It's
you're
not,
welcome.
so it's nothing to do with the output and the workouts that I do
No,
or
not at
anything
all.
like that. No, it's just to do with
Nope.
you. Okay, thanks very
Yeah,
much, Joe. I
that's
must
all right.
send you over a can of Iron Brew and an Empire biscuit to New Zealand to thank you for that.
That's right. Hey, and when that comes, I'll do a review of it live here on the podcast. I'll let you know what it's like because you've been talking these things up. So I hope that Empire biscuit is good.
Listen, if you don't like an Empire biscuit, we'll never do another podcast together again. All right, I'm that certain that you'll like the Empire biscuit that I'm willing to put the future of this podcast on the line.
All right, sounds good. But they do look good. I've seen that. I still got the picture that you sent me. It
Mate,
looks
it's a
like
biscuit. It's a biscuit and jam and icing. Like, what's there not to like?
And your what is it? The Iron Brew. What's that?
Nobody knows. It's a unique drink.
All right,
Like,
sounds good.
if somebody was to ask you what it tastes like, it tastes like Iron Brew.
It tastes like Iron Brew. But what is so you don't? What's the? It got ingredients and stuff on it or what?
No, it's secret
Nothing.
ingredients like Coke. There's probably about one guy that knows the recipe. In fact, there is actually one guy that knows the recipe. I think his name's AJ Barr, and he goes into the factory once a month or twice a month or whatever to make the drinks up or something like that. Can you imagine how cutthroat these drink industries must be with their ingredients and guarding their
Recipes and
secret
stuff. Eh?
recipes?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
must
there's
be.
only
Hey?
7 people in the world that know the recipe for Coca-Cola at any one time, and they don't know each other.
Wow, that's
So
mad. How do you know that? What are you doing researching
I don't,
Coca-Cola?
I don't know. I've just picked up these facts throughout my life, like through reading. You should try it sometime, Joe.
Okay, facts. I like how you called them facts. Where'd you
I
get it
know
from? Wikipedia.
that's a pseudo fact. That is probably completely wrong. I probably read it in some. Do you know that I don't know, some stupid website or something like that. But
Some
what
obscure forum. Sorry, go.
yeah, pretty much. What I was going to say was, it's like Iron Brew is like one of those drinks where you're brought up with it in Scotland. It's like given to you from birth. But like children don't get breastfed; they get given Iron Brew from birth. That's why the Scots are so good at burpees and they're quite a hardy race.
Is it so? Did you miss out on getting that? Then did you get breastfed? Because your blinking immune system keeps failing.
I think I get bottle fed. I'm sure I get bottle fed.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna. You know what? Are you gonna do the intro for the podcast with Igor with Zero Gravity?
No, I'm going to leave that to you because you're the consummate professional, and I'll get starstruck because I really like Igor. I always get starstruck with the guests.
You should do it. I've had some requests saying, when are you going to let Lee do the introduction?
No, you've not, Joe. You're lying.
Damn it! But you know what? Now that I've said that, the community's going to send in requests now, right? They're going to say, "Hey, when are you going to let Lee do the introduction for the podcast?"
Right, okay, that's fair enough, but that'll give me plenty of time to prepare and write something out that I can read from a piece of paper. So
Just cuff it, just like everything else that we're doing. It's good. It's good. Hey, I'm going to ask you some questions.
feel free.
Some rapid fire questions. I don't know if they'll be very rapid. Favorite training song or genre of music when you're training?
Oh God, that's a good question. Actually, I've got a soft spot for 90s hip hop because that's the music that I grew up listening to. And I'm also partial to a bit of rock, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin.
Nice. Yeah.
And I like
Metallica, metal.
a couple of
Not really?
Metallica, a wee bit
Yeah.
of Pantera,
Yeah.
but I've got a I've got a soft spot for obscure 80s pop as well for some reason. I think I just grew up in the 80s and
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
what I
fair
listened to
enough.
on the radio.
Nice. All right. Favorite quote. What's your favorite quote, bro, or a favorite quote that comes to mind that helps you out when you're in a crappy place or whatever? But you got any quotes that come to mind?
Oh God, that's a tough question.
Tough question, eh?
Yeah.
All
The
right.
one that
We'll
always
come
comes
back.
to no,
Oh, yeah.
I can answer that. No,
Oh, yeah.
this is probably a bit of a cliche. This one, but the one that also always comes to mind with me is memento mori. Remember, you must die.
Remember, you must die.
Yeah, I think it's like a Roman quote or something from the Stoics or something like that, just to kind of remind you of your mortality and remember, like, do you know what? You're going to die anyway, so
Yeah, right. And
why
do
not?
do you find yourself using that when you're doing burpees when you're in a crappy place?
Oh
Thinking like,
no.
no,
I'm not a quote guy. Do
nah.
you know what, Joe? Like, see, between me and you, and I know this is going on a tangent with like rapid fire, but I'm not a self-help guy. I'm not a motivational guy. I find a lot of it to be a whole lot of hocus pocus.
Yeah, right. Woo
Yeah,
stuff.
well, I'm sure it's valid. It's got its place, but I just think it's I don't know. There's just something about the whole thing that doesn't sit right with me. I think like if you're going to help people, and with regards to like psychology and mental issues or like stuff in that domain, then you need to be of sound mind yourself. And 99% of the time, no one is
That
because
that makes sense now about you.
yeah, obviously. But there's one thing you learn in life as you get older is that everybody's just like winging it. Everybody's winging it. No one knows what they're doing.
It's interesting. That's an interesting point. I like how you've shared that. And so you, uh, I'm still a little bit lost, a little bit confused. So how do you go about then trying to? So you're not a self-help guy. You're not a motivating guy. So you don't, as a
Well,
trainer, like for you, that's the piece that confuses me a little bit right
right,
now.
okay, I can motivate. Like I actually think one of my strengths is the ability to motivate through my language and through the delivery of my message. But I find it hard to get motivated myself by like quotes and motivational
Oh, okay.
pictures
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things like that. That's what I
Gotcha.
kind of mean.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
I
with you now.
believe in discipline. I don't believe like you need these like gym. Like the one thing that really pisses me off in the fitness industry, right, is when you look on Instagram, right, and you've got some like 22-year-old who's like got his top off and he's flexing in front of a mirror and he's got like some philosophical quote that he's like, remember you must face your challenges head on, and you're thinking, mate, you've just done fucking 3 sets of 10 on a bench press, mate. Like you're still like your ma probably still washes your like wank sock that you leave under your bed, and you're trying to tell me, right? a guy that's running about after like 3 kids, like how to like crush his goals. You must crush your goals. You must tackle your goals head on. I'm like, mate, you need to move at your mum's. And that falls
Go.
into the self-help bullshit. Like, who's telling me? Who's motivating me? Like, there's some guy, right, who's like got an Instagram page and he's taking like random quotes and he's sticking them on a picture and he's doing it on Canva. That's the guy who's trying to motivate me. It's no Winston Churchill. It's the guy in his bedroom that's trying to like build his Instagram fucking page. And do you know what I mean?
I do. I can picture what you mean, but my next question was going to be, what are you doing watching and looking at these guys?
I've known they just pop up in my feed because I'm into fitness.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Well, they're not popping up on mine yet, maybe because yeah. Anyway, my next question. What's your, ice cream or a meat pie? There's your two options. Which one do you go for?
Geez,
Ice cream or a meat pie?
Why do you leave all the hard questions for me?
Don't worry, I'm going to ask Zero Gravity these questions too. I'm just test
like-
running them. I'm test running them on you.
Like you give the guests like favourite film. Oh, that's easy. For me, it's like favourite motivational quote.
and you don't have. Oh no! What was it again? You must die. That's it.
Right. Right. Okay. Right. Listen. That's.
No, you can only choose one.
Fuck. Ice cream. Come on.
Ice cream. Okay. Chocolate or ice cream?
Ice cream. Ice cream.
Pizza or ice cream?
Joe. Pizza.
Pizza. Wow. Okay.
Pizza's my favourite food. When pizza's done right, there's nothing that tastes better than good pizza.
Yeah, right. What's your favourite lager alcohol? Do you drink? Or do you do?
I very rarely drink. Rarely drink. I drink sporadically, but I do like I like a Blue Moon. I like Iron Brew. I like a bottle of Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Again.
What's that?
Have you? It's like a beer, a blonde beer. I think it is.
Yeah,
It's quite nice. And you know what? I like a Tennent's lager. I'm not going to lie. It's quite a house lager, they would call it in Scotland.
Yeah.
But you know what? It does a trick. It's always nice when it's cold.
Nice. That's good. Good to hear. And where is it? You've been following. What's a question that you're looking forward to asking Igor on this interview?
Do you know what? Like, I've not really like. I was just looking to kind of like just pick his brain with regards and go his thoughts on like gym culture. That's what really interests me because he's like an attack dog right now. If you look at his Instagram, he's like going for people, and I noticed he was going for the guy. I don't want to name names. Yeah, I don't want. Okay, the Liver King. He went for the Liver King, but I can see why he went for the Liver King.
Yeah, right.
Like this is what health and fitness is all about nowadays. It's smoking mirrors and it's just to kind of get into his head with regards to because I don't know whether I want to preempt or like talk about it now and wait for the podcast, but
yeah,
I sense there's a bit of like bitterness on his part that he was fooled into a style of training for years that didn't get him the results that he wanted, and he finally found that style of training and he's seen the light and he's like, you know that way when like, I don't know, you've got a best friend that's wronged you and you looked up to them and then you put the dots together and you realise they were actually a bastard and you hate them.
I haven't experienced that yet, but I can picture what you're saying.
Joe, you've never lived, mate. You've led a sheltered life, Joe.
It must be. Or I've just hung out with some good people, or maybe they've been good at disguising, hiding things.
Good judge of character.
Yeah. Let's use that instead. That sounds better. Because I mean, you might turn out to be a right bastard.
No. Do you know what? I can be a bit of a dickhead at times. Like,
I think we all can.
Yeah, I can be quite but it's just something that's happening as I'm getting older. I'm just getting less tolerant. like of people in
Yeah.
general.
Hey, how long have? Oh, go.
Sorry, like here's
Okay.
another wee fact. I'm sure I read somewhere that as you age, there's a part of your brain that starts to lose its ability, and that is why you become like moany and like you don't care. You know how old people just say what they want, like they don't care.
No
They're
filter.
just no filter. Well, seemingly there's
Yeah.
a part of your brain which controls that uh, ability or that
Yeah.
function that starts to diminish over time, which is why you become an arsehole as you get older.
And are you saying yours is starting to diminish?
Oh, it diminished a long time ago.
Hey, how long have you been growing your beard for? How long has it been since you trimmed or cut that thing?
Right, okay, so probably last February, not that February there, but the February before, I went for a job interview and I had to get my beard cut. I got it cut really short, like really short.
So
And I just,
2020.
yeah, 2020, just before lockdown.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
not, it's not been touched since. It's like, I mean, it's going wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even the point when I'm doing workouts and it's getting caught between my armpits. I'm like doing chin-ups and I'm like, ah. I'm gonna have to get like a wee sort of like
Yeah,
board for
yeah, hair tie or something.
yeah,
Tie that thing up. Plait it. Why don't you plait
yeah,
it?
yeah, like a
No.
mad Viking.
Yeah, yeah. Like a
Yeah.
Viking. That'd be good.
I've
What's
not
it?
washed it since then as well, by the way.
Yeah. So it's got armpit sweats and
Everything.
everything on it.
Yeah, but it's
Your poor
also
wife.
it's a constant it's a constant it's a constant provider of protein like bits of food that I've missed. So that I can keep
Snacks.
yeah, so I can
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
protein synthesis regulated and keep gaining muscle.
More and more muscle because of the bits of protein that you find in the bed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man. Hey, I was going to ask, it's interesting when you mentioned about James, because he's not posted for a little bit, eh?
No,
Or
I've
not
not.
as regular.
No, I've not seen him. I miss him. Come back, James. We miss you.
Come
We're
back.
hurting inside.
The hey, because oh no, well you didn't do a leaderboard, eh, for your challenge, the Spartan challenge thing.
No, I'm not. I've not done a
Yeah, I
leaderboard
think you did talk
because
about why you were as
yeah,
well.
it's people are just doing it, man. It's just it's a brutal challenge, really
Yeah,
brutal.
but it was awesome. I think from the quickest time that I remember was Tone Irv and then James second from James's second attempt that he did. He did 20 minutes just over the first one,
Yeah,
then he did eight, smashed it in 18 minutes something.
yeah.
But
You could have put A2 in the leaderboard straight away. Like just you've won
yeah,
it. And here you go, Tony. There's your trophy, mate.
yeah. I laughed
Spartan
because
trophy.
that's it. Because on that on the JC challenge when I think Tone did his second one, and he was I said, oh, you know James Bruce is going to be coming after you on that one. He's like, yeah, I know. He goes, can't he just let me have one? Correct up at that comment. Yeah, well, he's got that one, and I see Zero Gravity did it as well, mate.
Yeah, he did it as well, man.
Yeah,
Gave me that wee bit of honour and put himself up there and
yeah,
went for it, man. And his reps were super clean. I
yeah,
always
yeah,
worry as well because I always think, are they going to get the squat right?
yeah.
But he got it bang on, which was good.
Yeah, his was good. I liked it was interesting. So when he'd come up out of the burpee from the push up and jumping in, he was jumping straight into the low squat
Yeah,
and then one, two, three, and then the fourth one standing up in the squat. I was like, oh, that's good because
yeah,
most people, I know myself, was get up from the burpee, stand up tall, and then down, jump down, that sort
yeah,
of thing.
yeah,
So it was interesting to see. I was like, oh, that's good. Yeah, I
yeah.
think
He's got a very fluid style, definitely.
yeah. He likes a lot of that. Oh, actually, well, no, I don't mind talking about it here. He seems to do a lot of what he calls the Mike Tyson, the leg stuff. A lot of the short jumping, the split lunges. Man, really explosive. How old is the guy? Do you know?
I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him. I just thought you might have known because you discovered him.
I discovered him. Yeah, I should let him know, shouldn't I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I want you. You need to try to include that somewhere during the interview that we'll do because we'll wrap this up soon. and mention about how you discovered him. Just try and subtly do it, and then just roll into a question. So it might be something like, I really liked your stuff, Igor, because when I discovered you back in March of this year, I noticed that you did, and then just sort of flow into the question, see how you go.
I know, but you know what? He's Russian. He's very literal. I find at times, like it comes. So he'll probably just take that on board, like as if like I discovered him while browsing YouTube. Like, no, actually, like somebody who discovered Michael Jackson singing at an early age or something. But Joe, before we do wrap this up, I need to talk to you about your style of training lately, and I just want to get some
Oh,
information
yeah.
as to how you've been getting on because it's do you know I find it quite inspirational myself how you've been like firing these weights in, and I was kind of doing burpees during the week, and I thought I need to start doing what Joe's doing. So how's it working for you?
Yeah, good question, bro. It's feeling good. I mean, it's still early days. I haven't because I haven't been using the weights for quite a long time, so it's just trying to get, particularly with the Olympic lifts and stuff. It's just been trying to get that mind body connection back again. So they're heavy enough for me, but I'm feeling more and more comfortable, confident with the weights, but feeling a little bit stronger as well. So feeling like I have a little bit more gas in the tank. But again, it's still only early days, and I think it really just sort of sparked the interest to start doing that again after we had Jared Miller. So, just seeing his output and what he's doing, just with the different weights, and then taking those little chunks if I've got 10, 15 minutes or usually a bit longer. It's been really good. So I've been doing some other stuff that hasn't been recorded, just short 5 minutes here, 3 minutes there, 10 minutes, a little bit more with just a little bit more weights involved. And so far it's feeling good. My body's definitely feeling sorer. So my joints and muscles are certainly a lot sorer, or have been a lot sorer, but they've been, I think, getting used to it. Yeah, which is good. So that forced adaptation that Jared was talking about, just forcing himself to adapt. Otherwise, he's going to kill himself. The body's going, oh, I need to get used to this.
Yeah. Have you got like past history with Olympic lifts?
Not a strong history. It's something that I really enjoyed doing and trying to do. Like, so the snatch and the clean and jerk I was doing for a long time, practicing, and with people that were much better at it than I was, and then just getting tips and trying to do that. And then it's been probably been at least 18 months, maybe a bit longer, man, without having done any of that type of stuff for a long time, because I found, and that's probably around the time as well when I was doing a lot of the Bulgarian style, just trying to lift heavy every day. A lot of squats were on the menu every day and that sort of thing. And then, I just found my Achilles, my knees, and my hips were just really tight and stiff for me. And maybe I just wasn't recovering enough or whatever it was. But then I just went, I'll dial that back and just get back into more bodyweight stuff. So, but it's been nice to just incorporate. I don't think I'll ever go back into heavily trying to do that type of training again, because I'm enjoying the space that I'm in, and I'm more capable and able to move around doing what I'm doing now. But it's been nice chucking in the weights.
Yeah, because your snatch technique was exemplary.
Well, it doesn't feel exemplary, but
No, it does because like you're doing it without Olympic lifting shoes, and your squat ability looks like it's really good. I was really impressed. I mean, I totally mean that straight for the heart.
I find it really hard. See, you believe it? I mean, straight from the heart, and then you come back and you got this like, and I'm like, this guy is winding me up.
No, I do. You don't have any butt wink or anything like that. There's no cheeky butt wink.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Anywho, he's not on yet, but yeah, man, this has been a good catch up. I always enjoy catching up with you, my friend, and
Absolutely.
let's see how you go. Don't forget, I want to hear you incorporate how you discovered Igor and just flow that into a question. All right, so that's your challenge for this interview.
You are at it, mate. You are at it.
All right, I'm gonna hit stop.